Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Welcome to everybody. Om Tat Sat. Om Agyana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna and welcome to everybody, and I hope you all have a wonderful and great week ahead, and that the passing week has been very, very fruitful to you in thinking of Krishna and offering your services to Krishna in some way or the other. So very happy to meet with all of you here. Today, I just want to read from the Bhagavad Gita and give you some sort of a precursor to the upcoming wonderful Narsimha Chaturdashi that is coming up on 25th, 10 days, and it is one of the most celebrated festivals in the world. So the Lord took an amazing form as an incarnation. So I thought I will read something connected from the Bhagavad Gita and try to discuss a few things with you, which will be very relevant to you and also be useful to you. Of course, the Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita are eternally relevant for human society. So as society changes in terms of its details, sometimes these things are lost. Sakala neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. Over a period of time, this information got lost, and so Krishna comes and reinstates it again. So I like to ask all of you, if you've got the Gita with you, which if you have, it's very good, and make it a habit. We cannot get Gita wisdom without possessing the Bhagavad Gita in hard copy at least. And if you feel that, then you could at least get a soft version of it and go online. We should be connected with the Gita, at least through our senses, through our mind and our intelligence. I'm going to read today from chapter 16. I may not necessarily read only one shloka. I will choose the shloka that we need to normally chant and repeat. But I would like you to follow me. I'm going to read the shloka and the translation, 2 or 3 of them, and then settle on one of them so that we can chant that. Chapter 16. The chapter is titled The Divine and Demoniac Natures. Texts 11 and 12 I'm going to read. And then 13 and 15 also I will chant and read. Then 16 we will settle down and we will chant it together. Okay? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 16, text 11 and 12 of chapter 16. Chintam parimeyam cha pralayantam upashritah kamopabhoga parama yetavat iti nischah asha pasha shatair baddhah kamakrodha parayanah ihante kama bhogartam anyayenartha sanchayan. Translation: they believe that to gratify the senses is the prime necessity of human civilization. Thus, until the end of life, their anxiety is immeasurable. Bound by a network of hundreds of thousands of desires and absorbed in lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. So, this chapter is entitled The Divine and Demoniac Natures. So this is about demons and the demoniac nature of people that is being read out. Text 13 and 15. Idam madhyamaya labdham imam prapse manoratham idam asti idam abhimehe bhavishyati punardhanam. Aso maya hatha shatrur hanishye chaparanapi. Ishvaro aham aham bhogi siddhoham balavan sukhi. Ajyo abhijanavan asmi ko anyo asti sadrisho maya. Yakshe dasyami modishya iti ajnana vimohita. The demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future more and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him, and my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. Okay, now we shall read this and chant this together, and also read the purport. Aneka chitta vibranta mohajjala samavrita prasaktaha kama bhogeshu patanti narake asuchau. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Thus perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions, they become too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and fall down into hell. Purport: the demoniac man knows no limit to his desire to acquire money. That is unlimited. He thinks only of how much assessment he has just now and schemes to engage that stock of wealth further and further. For that reason, he does not hesitate to act in any sinful way, and so deals in the black market for illegal gratification. He is enamored by the possessions he has already, such as land, family, house, and bank balance, and he is always planning to improve them. He believes in his own strength, and he does not know that whatever he is gaining is due to his past good deeds. He is given an opportunity to accumulate such things, but he has no conception of past causes. He simply thinks that all his mass of wealth is due to his own endeavor. A demoniac person believes in the strength of his personal work, not in the law of karma. According to the law of karma, a man takes his birth in a high family, or becomes rich, or very well educated, or very beautiful because of good work in the past. The demoniac thinks that all these things are accidental and due to the strength of one's personal ability. They do not sense any arrangement behind all the varieties of people, beauty, and education. Anyone who comes into competition with such a demoniac man is his enemy. There are many demoniac people, and each is enemy to the others. This enmity becomes more and more deep between persons, then between families, then between societies, and at last between nations. Therefore, there is constant strife, war, and enmity all over the world. Each demoniac person thinks that he can live at the sacrifice of all others. Generally, a demoniac person thinks of himself as a supreme God, and a demoniac preacher tells his followers, "Why are you seeking God elsewhere? You are all yourselves God. Whatever you like, you can do. Don't believe in God. Throw away God. God is dead." These are the demoniac preachings. Although the demoniac person sees others equally rich and influential, or even more so, he thinks that no one is richer than he and that no one is more influential than he. As far as promotion to the higher planetary system is concerned, he does not believe in performing yajna sacrifices. Demons think that they will manufacture their own process of yajna and prepare some machine by which they will be able to reach any higher planet. The best example of such demoniac man was Ravana. He offered a program to the people by which he would prepare a staircase so that anyone could reach the heavenly planets without performing sacrifices. such as are prescribed in the Vedas. Similarly, in the present age, such demoniac men are striving to reach the higher planetary systems by mechanical arrangements. These are examples of bewilderment. The result is that without their knowledge, they are gliding towards hell. Here, the Sanskrit word moha jala is very significant. Jala means net. Like fish caught in a net, they have no way to come out. Om Tat Sat. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So, thank you very much for being present in this reading. You can see this very wonderful verse mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, few verses that I read, talking about the characteristics of certain types of people. Krishna broadly classifies in Bhagavad Gita, there are two types of people in this world. Dvau bhuta sarga loke asmin deva asura evacha. There are two types of people in this world. One is called the Devas, one is called the Asuras. So the Devas are favorable and willing to listen to Krishna's instructions. And the Asuras, they are against the instructions of God. Asuras tat viparyaya. So you find these people, it's already mentioned in Bhagavad Gita also. So the characteristics of these people are being described. And we read just about demons especially. Right? How he thinks, aham ishvaro, aham bogi, I am the Lord, I am the master, I am everything, I am powerful, I will do that, I will make money like this, I will buy off everybody with money, I will sit on top of everybody, I'll get power with money, and I will rule. And why there is God required, I am enough for everybody. Gradually, as they accumulate more and more wealth and assets, they slowly think that maybe they are God. I am so great. Maybe I must be. I don't know whether it's why people are worshipping me. My gosh, maybe I am God. They think inside their head all crazy things. There was such a fellow. Even when Krishna was on this planet, he was called Paundraka. Actually, he liked Krishna's face, his form, his looks so much that he was imitating Krishna. He put 2 arms, extra arms on himself. It's very crazy. It's mentioned in the Bhagavad, the story. It's not this makeup. It's actually mentioned. He stuck 2 arms, and on the arms he put Shankha, Chakra, and everything. And then other he carried Gada and Padma. And then he thought, I am the real Krishna. I am the real God. What is this fellow doing? He is the Dwaraka palace, in Rukmini's palace. What does he think he is? So he went with army there and he said, come out, you false Krishna. I am the real God. I am the real boss. I am the real Lord and master of everything. I challenge you. This is what is the meaning of madness. You keep thinking, chintam, it's mentioned here. You keep on thinking, and you reach such a mad stage of thinking, I am great, that you become God in your own mind. In Kerala, there is a saying, Mano Rajyatil Raja. In the kingdom of the mind, anybody can become king. Especially you. Always we think great things about ourselves. So in the kingdom of the mind, you are the king, especially in your mind. Right? So anything can be done. So he became mad thinking like that, and he went in front of Krishna, and Krishna came out and started laughing. He laughed so much watching his 2 extra arms stuck on him. And then he took his Sudarshan Chakra and boom, cut off his head to show who is really Krishna. Because he had some false Sudarshan Chakra on him, all mechanically arranged. Nothing happened. His neck cut and he fell down. Dead. Finished. All your great, fantastic God project, everything over in a second. Boom. Because it's all mental. It's all a figment of your imagination. It's not true. It's not true. So you should be very careful. If you're not educated properly on who is God in this world with only material success and money making and all that, you'll actually spoil yourself completely with all this competition for wealth and everything. You move up, actually you're moving in the wrong direction. You're thinking something which is not at all true. So, aneka chitta vibhranta, like this, many types of thinkings they do. And they do crazy things to humanity and people. So many of our leaders are like that. Some people, I told you, are taking, even on space journeys, they want to take people to Mars. Prabhupada is talking here about people go to other lokas thinking it's easy to go, as though nobody is sitting there. Ellam chumma waste. Nobody is occupying that place. Let us go and occupy. Recently, China has sent a mission to Mars and landed a rover on Mars. Somebody else landed it before, somebody else did before. Because everybody, that place belongs to nobody, yeah. Mars belongs to nobody. Anybody can go and occupy it. So every country is trying to send a mission there. This is aneka chitta vibhranta. Right? You think nobody is there in Mars? You cannot see who is there in Mars. There are people in Mars. Mars is ruled by a person. It is mentioned. Shawai, Buddhan, Vyaran, all these things we are talking about, they are all planets' names. And their names of personalities who are ruling there. Surya, sun god is there. Right? You'll never think of going to the sun because it's extremely hot. But you think moon is very cool. It must be wonderful for a nice holiday every winter or summer. I would go there and let's discover moon and occupy it, just like Kashmir is occupied by Pakistanis and Indians are fighting because it's such a beautiful place to go to. Maybe moon, look at it, looks like halwa. It looks like cheese. Maybe if you go there, you can dive inside. Who knows? It's so cooling. So let's go there and occupy it first, and then we can start a resort there, and then we can take people on, journeys to moon planet. And we can earn very huge money. This way we can own the whole planet. And then people have all aneka chitta vibhranta. They have all sorts of ideas. Right? I don't want to mention that there are people now getting ready to go to Mars also and willing to pay a huge amount of money because somebody is telling, I'll take you. I'll take you. So crazy it is. Such is the history of this planet. It is not only that there are people now. Now actually the people are very small demons. Where the demoniac spirit is there, but the horoscope is not very good. They don't have great karma. That's why they're not able to manifest that fully desire what they have. But I'll take you back in time. Several yugas before, many yugas before, is similarly Ravana, Treta Yuga. Prabhupada is talking about Ravana. Ravana wanted to build a stairway to heaven. Why you have to do good karma to go to heaven? It is mine. We'll build a staircase from here to heaven. From this bhumi to heaven. Anybody can go. I will make it open to everybody. Who said that you need punya karma to go to heaven? He wanted to make stairway to heaven. So Prabhupada is saying, it's a mad fellow. Right? Similarly, you will have people like this in history. Ravana was such a person. And he really thought he could do anything he wants, even stole God's partner. He wanted to challenge even God. So you become mad. I told you about Poundraka. Slowly you'll become mad. They don't even know they are going mad. See, normally mad people always think they are not mad. This is a disease with them. Most of the mental health problems is, nothing wrong with me. I'm not sick mentally. Who said I'm sick mentally? That is the meaning of sickness. The mental sickness, you will not be able to recognize you. So if you keep on accumulating little by little, most people are in some way or the other mentally sick. Depression is considered to be the greatest, more overwhelming disease. The WHO has declared it as a disease because it's become very, very heavy and going to great levels and degrees. So you become slowly mentally sick because you need your mind to think about everything. including the fact that you're mentally sick, the mind only has to tell you, which the mind will not tell you when it is mentally sick, because that is the purpose of the mind, material mind. So you'll never be able to make out that you're mentally sick. That's why you need to take psychiatric help. And there's nothing wrong with it, they tell you. Right? So somebody like Ravana, for example, become continuously, slowly sick because he's alone. He has no friends. They say it's lonely at the top. You become so successful gradually, and nobody is there with you. And everybody is under you. Everybody is under you. So you're alone. You're alone. And so you don't know you're going mad because nobody can tell you. And if anybody tells you, you'll get angry. To Ravana, Mandodari told him, I think you should stop what you're doing, give back Sita. And he had great respect for Mandodari, but he didn't listen to her. His own wife told, it's not required for you. What you don't have, you have everything. Why are you picking up quarrel with this person like this? He will finish you. I know who he is. And he did not listen. His brother Kumbhakarna also told him, I think I am your brother, so I will anyway fight for you. I have a blood relation with you. But now you are coming, when the war is going to happen, you're coming and asking permission what we should do. You never ask permission before taking Sita away. Can I take Sita away and bring her here? Then I would have told you then only what to do. And you took your own decision bringing Sita away. Now the people are coming behind Sita and you're telling what to do. Now alone you're asking. Anyway, it's okay. You've done wrong, but I'll support you. Vibhishana said openly that completely wrong. Return Sita. You have no right to keep her here. Who are you? Why are you doing these type of things? Putting all of us in danger. Entire Rakshasa race will be finished. Like this, he argued. He threw out Vibhishana. He told Mandodari no. And he never listened to anybody. Because he was thinking, Aham Ishwaro, Aham Bhogi, Balavan Sukhi. I am great. I will be able to do this. Who is Ramachandra? I will get him. I will finish him. And all his foolish followers also said, we will do it. What is so? You have fought so many people. Did you not? So more they will also feel. Mad people will advise the madman how to remain mad. And he will not be consulting with anybody who has got sense. So sometimes the world is led by these type of leaders. What will happen to the people? What will happen to the people? This is the meaning of demoniac civilization. No God in it. Godless. Take all the natural resources, the hill, the valley, the water, the rivers, the sea, the vegetation, the animals, everything, and do what you want with it, as though nobody is there to look after it. Right? Nobody is there, no authority. I will go even to Mars and put my flag there and occupy it. No. There are people there in charge. You don't know. You don't know. Right? So this is the demoniac mentality. So these type of mentalities of Daivik mentality and Asuric mentality is very common. In previous times, it is mentioned in Satya Yuga and all of those times. It was very, very less. Then somewhere in Treta Yuga, you will see that there were fights between the demons and the Devatas. You will see it listed. That is, demons against the Devatas. So many planets and so many this thing together on a very huge scale. Wars. Because they were also very, very powerful, each person, those times. Their lifetimes was very, very high. Their lifespan also was very high. They lived for a much longer time and they were very strong mentally, physically, everything. So each one of them was very powerful. So they were having fights. One, the whole Asuras against the Devas, the demigods. Then as time went, people became more and more weaker. Then in a Dwapara Yuga, you will see it was one kingdom against the other. Dwapara Yuga, it was one family against the other. In Treta Yuga, Lord Ramachandra, you will see one kingdom against the other. In Satya Yuga, you will see Devas against the Asuras. Huge. Very huge wars. Scale of wars was very huge in Satyuga, if at all. Then Treta Yuga, you will see Ramachandra is, Ayodhya people and the rest of this thing against Ravana's Lanka. Then you will see in Dwapara Yuga, it became within the family. Within the family is the Kauravas against the Pandavas. Same family fighting against each other. Because people are becoming of less capacity. And even though they have that spirit of the demoniac spirit and have that Daivic spirit, but the capacities are much lower. The human being has become very small. Then in Kali Yuga, you will see both the demoniac spirit and the Daivic spirit are inside the same person. Locked inside the same person. So sometimes you will feel like this, sometimes you'll feel like that. This is the situation here. Why? Because you must be thinking in your mind, if you read this chapter, 16 chapter, some of those things about demons is mentioned. I am also engaged in that type of thing. You have a feeling. But at the same time, other things mentioned about devas, I am not like that. I am very correct. I am like that. But you will see for both, you will see I am like that. Some elements you will see it is there, but we keep quiet. We don't say anything to others. But if you read very carefully, the 16th chapter I advise you to read, you will see that demoniac spirit is there because the age is like that. And somehow when we are amongst cultured people, a civilized human society that worships God and has got moral, ethical values, then these things are kept down. But if you jump out of this so-called ethical, moral society, which is based on religion and religious codes, which is what people are trying to do now a lot. Even youngsters and everybody asking questions. And since most of those who are following religion also don't know how to answer questions, because they've never been taught. They did not read the Bhagavad Gita. They don't know what is religion. Mechanically, they are doing. And when they ask questions scientifically, logically, they're not able to answer. And so they also start wondering whether I'm doing correct. And when these people ask these type of rationalistic questions, they can't answer. And so they give way in their mind to these type of demoniac thoughts. And they start doing wrong along with the rest. So increasingly you will see, because of Kali Yuga, people are becoming eaten up by demoniac mentalities. Because they are very weak inside. They are spiritually very weak. They are not educated in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything. They don't have the association, such type of God-filled society, which is very prosperous thinking, very rich thinking, which have got great depth. They don't have that type of thing. We have width, like I always say. Outside, we look very great. Wow, this project, that project, this is happening, that is happening, that discovery, this discovery, everything. We will do that, we will do that. All those things are just width. But if you put your finger inside anybody and ask, his depth is very shallow. He doesn't know who he is. Very easily he will succumb to depression. Very easily he can be overcome by anybody with a new doctrine and a new philosophy. So in Kali Yuga, this is our situation. So I'm taking you now back to those ages. There were many demons like Ravana. One of them was Hiranyakashipu, deadly demon. He was very powerful. So much he did tapasya, that, this, everything, and got pious credit. And he became so huge that even Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, all of the demigods were under him. They were all working for him. If he claps his hand, they'll come and stand in front of him. What can I do for you? So much powerful he became. So, how to oppose him? There was no army required like Ramachandra and his Vanara army. Opposition to such people is very easily done by the Lord himself. The opposition he had was his own son, who was just a 5-year-old boy. That was a special way the Lord arranged this particular Leela. So the demoniac spirit of rebelling against God, rebelling against his laws, against his servants who are the Devas, creating confusion amongst people, asking them to reject God. All these things you can see is the characteristic of leadership nowadays. You can very easily make out, unless you read Bhagavad Gita and know what is really a God-full civilization, you'll not be able to understand. It's extremely dangerous. That's why we should protect our people, our children, and everybody, introduce them to this understanding and teach them. And you should spend the time on this, because this is about our life. It's about ourselves. What is our nature? How we can actually remain safe, right? So education of Bhagavad Gita does not mean just some religious stuff. Education Bhagavad Gita really means understanding the truth of life. So Hiranyakashipu, he overcame all the three worlds were under him. Bhut, Bhuva, Swaha. Everything was under him. And he terrorized the whole universe. Because he got a boon from Brahma. And he was always having this problem. His brother Hiranyaksha was another powerful person who was killed by Vishnu in the form of Varahadev. As a pig form he came. And he finished Hiranyaksha. So his brother Hiranyakashipu became very angry with Vishnu. And everybody connected with Vishnu, all the devatas, he harassed them. He harassed all the devotees, harassed all the brahmanas, harassed everybody following the laws of God. And he made it everything under my control. There's no God, I am God. So there were temples for him only. Worship was going on for him only. This entire universe is mine. So that was what was happening, and all the demigods went to Vishnu and said, please help. Some real horrible thing has happened. We are not able to do our seva. We are not able to protect the people. We are not able to teach them the proper things to do. So it is mentioned that Brahma went along with all the demigods and told this what has happened. You will see that later. The Lord will tell Brahma, why are you giving boons like this? You should not give boons like this to people. Because Hiranyakashipu will do such heavy austerities. It's mentioned that he will stand on his toes, stretch his hands to the sky, look up at the sky. And he stood like that for thousands and thousands and thousands of years to call attention. Then, when Brahma came pleased with his austerities and sacrifices, he could not see where he is. Because an ant hill, a big ant hill had built on top of him. The ants slowly started eating his skin, his flesh, and everything. He kept quiet. He didn't even move. He was keeping his hands up like this. This is called demoniac austerity. You know, if even a mosquito bites you now, you will immediately get disturbed. You'll put off the video and you'll go behind that mosquito and spray the place, and then only you can sit down. Our austerity level is very low. But can you imagine this fellow, this Hiranyakashipu? The ant slowly bit his skin. And they found it so wonderful, juicy. My gosh, this whole person is available to us. All of you please move here. We'll start a new colony. We're starting a new establishment. And they made a new establishment. And he did not disturb them at all. He was so non-violent. He was practicing Mahatma Gandhi's non-violence. He didn't touch the ant at all. And the ants ate up all his skin and flesh and everything. Only bones were there. Only bones and the Atma. Can you imagine? And he was just still like that. So when Brahma came on a swan carrier, he said, where is the person? He was very amazed that he's inside this ant hill, eaten by the ants. So he took water from his kamandalu and sprinkled on that. And then from that water, it made him a beautiful, wonderful looking person. Hiranyakashipu rose from that, like you can see in this picture here. He rose from that, and a golden, beautiful complexion. But his demoniac spirit had not gone. He had the same spirit. He told Brahma. Brahma said, I'm very pleased with your tapasya. What boon do you want? He told Brahma, I should never die. I should live forever. Brahma said, very sorry. I myself died, so I cannot give you that boon. Excuse me, it is beyond my limit. Actually, he was very much in the bodily concept of life. If he has read Bhagavad Gita, he will already know, no, I don't die because I am spirit soul. But he was diametrically opposite of that. I must not die at all. That means he is very worried about losing his body. That's all. That's all it is. Because even our youngsters who have studied Bhagavad Gita, whether it is Balai Shriram or it is Lohita, will be able to tell, Arey, why Hiranyakashipu is asking for this? Anyway, he will not die. But he was Anek Vibranta Moha Jala. So he was telling Brahma, I should never lose this body. I should never die. So Brahma said, not possible for me to give you that boon. Everybody has to die, including me. This body will go. So he said, then you must make sure that nobody kills me in the day, nobody kills me in the night, nobody kills me with weapons, no man, no beast can kill me, no demigods can kill me, no from outside anybody can kill me, from inside they can kill me, up, down, west, east, north, south, water, weapon, this, that, this, all the known things he gave condition. All covered up everything nicely, plugged all the holes and said, none of these people can touch me and kill me. Brahma said, Tatastu, so be it. He became very happy. Nobody can do anything to me now. So he went and caught hold of all these people in all the 14 worlds. And he finished them because he is more powerful than all of them, including the Devatas. And he was sitting on top. Only Vishnu, that fellow called Vishnu, where is he? I'll finish him also. This is what his mentality is. This is Hiranyakashipu. Like I told you, he was a huge demon. Not the chota men you see nowadays here and there. Little money they collected, they put in the bank. So-and-so foundation they did. Then the wife is divorcing and they're both divorcing, we're smiling and divorcing. And then they're setting a very good example for people in this world. And I have a lot of money, so much money I have in the bank. I don't know what to do. I want power over everybody, actually. I'm thinking of buying the whole world with this money. And they're all the plans they have. Aneka, Chitta, Vibranta. They also have their own plans. Chota Hiranyakashipu. Small, mini version of Hiranyakashipu. Same mentality, but the horoscope is not like Hiranyakashipu. They did not do austerity and allow the ants to eat their body and all that. And all they cannot do. These people cannot do all. They can work hard and exploit a few people and make some money. That they can do. So like that, they have done some tapasya. They've got money. So same mentality you will see amongst all of them. The mentality is the same. Just that punya and that capacity to materially move things is not so much. Because the human being is very weak now in Kali Yuga. So if you look at the world, you will see many people like that. They don't believe in God. They don't go to church, mosque, temple or anything or synagogue or anything. They just believe in power over people. They have made so much money that they don't bother about making, because the money itself is making more and more money and they're tired of making money. They're actually using the money to gain power and become like God. Right? This is their real business. How to get power over people and control everything in this world. So I don't want to go into the details of this. You may see all these things. You may be reading some of these things. But the mentality. So Hiranyakashipu had this mentality. So all the demigods, they did not know what to do. They were powerless in front of this person. And it is Brahma himself, the chief of the demigods, who was given this boon. And he got himself also into trouble. So they all went to Vishnu. And they told him, we made a mess, something and all happened like this, and we did not know what to do. So he said, the Lord said, my dear demigods, actually, I can give you something more than what you're asking me. But you're not asking for it. You're not asking for pure devotion to me. But I want to show you, this problem can be solved only by devotion to me. Because you have already given your boon. I am sub-franchising to you control of this world. And this is the way you have done. You have made a mistake in how you are doing things. Now you are coming to me. So now if I stand in between that, it will be that I am stopping you from doing what you're doing. Protocol will be disturbed. So I must respect the boon that Brahma has given. What can I do? Right? So you wait. The good thing is, this fellow is an idiot. Who? Hiranyakashipu. He is mad. He will become more and more mad. At one time, he will actually attack his son. And his son is my pure devotee. When he does that, I will throw all the protocol, rules and regulation to the winds. And I will come and finish him. If he touches my devotee, that time you will see what will happen. And exactly like the Lord mentioned, they all waited. The son was born. Actually, when Hiranyakashipu went for penance, he left everything. Let me get powers and let me get punya and let me ask Brahma. So he went for thousands of years away. That time his kingdom was ransacked and taken over by all the devatas. He's not here, he's not here. And they took. So his wife Kayadhu was pregnant. And she was being pulled by the demigod and said, let's finish her and the child inside. The child is a demon because he's the son of Hiranyakashipu. So Narada Muni came there and said, no, don't touch that lady. She bears a great, wonderful soul. Don't touch her. I will give her shelter. So immediately they listened to Narada Muni. He is a very wise advisor for all of them. He said, okay, you look after her. So he took her to his ashram. He is like a sannyasi, more than one sannyasi. In his ashram, he kept a pregnant lady whose husband has gone to the forest for tapasya and who is a big demon. Never mind, she's a pregnant lady, I should give her protection. And these demigods, they're also a little bit off sometimes, so they may do something wrong. So he kept her in her this thing. And he knows that in her womb is the great Prahlad. He started speaking to her about God, about Krishna, about his Leelas, about the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, about Bhagavad, everything. And Kayadhu will sit and listen. And many times she's so tired, she's a pregnant lady, she'll fall asleep. Sitting only, she'll fall asleep. But from inside her womb, Prahlad will be listening. And he will give a response to Narada. From inside the womb, Narada will hear that Prahlad, she's a Garbhini, pregnant lady. That fetus is listening and responding to Narada Muni. Is it so? And Narada Muni will keep on speaking even though Kayadhu is sleeping. She is sleeping, but this is very amazing. This shows that the child in the womb is alive from the day of conception. It is not that you can abort the baby and say he's not yet alive, he's only tissue. You cannot say that. He's living. This is proof from the Bhagavatam. So that boy, he got initiated by his guru Narada Muni before he was born itself. What an amazing. He took him to the ashram and gave him education while he was inside the womb of his mother. Gurukula, normally they said, Kaumaram acharat prajna dharma bhagavatam iha. Prahlad is coming outside and later he's telling his students, when you are 5 years old, you must go to the Gurukula. But for him, Gurukula started even before he was born itself. He heard from Narada Muni while he was in the womb. Education he had in the womb only. So when he came out, he was fully self-realized. These are wonderful characters. Similarly to Shukadeva Goswami, who spoke the Bhagavatam. He refused to come out. He said, this world is full of Maya. I better remain in my mother's womb only. For 16 years, he never came out. He was already a teenager inside the womb. And his mother was wondering what to do. My child doesn't want to come out. I'm not able to give birth. And his father was Vyasa. Vyasa went to Dwaraka and said, I'll bring Krishna here and tell you. He is the boss of Maya. And I guarantee you. He said, no, father, I'm not listening to you. Okay, I'll bring Krishna himself. He went to Dwaraka and brought Krishna. Krishna came to the ashram of Vyasadeva. And he met his wife who was pregnant with 16-year-old boy not coming out. Then he told boy, I guarantee you, you'll never be affected by Maya. For you especially, you come out. Your parents are very distressed. After that only he came out. After that only he came out. And as soon as he came out, he did not look at his father, mother, he just walked away. He's already 16 years old, fully naked, with the hair falling on his scene, looking very beautiful. He just, without looking back, walked away into the forest. Fully realized person. So this is not new. So many such stories are there. And in the past, people were like that. I told you, human beings were very powerful. Previous yugas. So you will see that Prahlad will come and he'll be a small boy. He will give one deadly challenge to his father. Simply by being a very nice devotee, he'll never fight with his father, never argue with his father. Just by his bhakti, his father will get so disturbed. He'll get so disturbed. No weapon, nothing. The only weapon was bhakti that Prahlad has in his heart for Krishna. He will tell his father, Father, why are you thinking God is your enemy? God is not your enemy. God is your dear friend. It's your mind that is your enemy. It's a mind that making you think that God is your enemy. First look into your mind. He told his father, Vishnu is not your enemy. There is no enemy for anybody. In this way, he gave some amazing instructions to human society. Very beautiful, wonderful. So we shall review them next. We will discuss about Prahlad. This time we are dedicating to discussing about demons and demoniac nature. So if you don't want demoniac nature inside you in Kali Yuga to come out, the best thing is to cultivate bhakti inside. Cultivate the Prahlad devotee attitude inside. And suppress. The only way to kill Hiranyakashipu is through Prahlad. The only way to kill this demoniac tendencies and very illicit desires coming in our mind is through development of love for Krishna, by development of bhakti. And that you can see brilliantly in this Leela of Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad. It's a very interesting story in many ways. It's actually happened and it's been put up. So today, you know, I remember one devotee, actually one sannyasi, explaining the Narsimhadev picture to some foreigner in the temple in America. So what's this? Looks like a lion. He told him he's God. Wow, God has got a lion face? He said, no, he's half man, half lion. Wow, I never seen this God before. He said, no, this is the answer to child abuse. He said, this is what will happen to you. God will come in this form if you abuse children. This is a special form for abusing children. Oh, that's great. He's got different forms. He's got different forms for different types of wrongs that you do. Beware. And so, wow. Yeah, explain to him in a different way that he is the answer for child abuse. You know, the deadly Narsimhadev looking like this. But Haribol, what happened? Oh, okay. So So we will discuss that a little later. I'm giving you just an overview of a demoniac nature and demoniac tendency. That Hiranyakashipu moment is there sometimes, especially in those people who don't have any God consciousness in their life. They're not in touch with Bhagavad Gita or Krishna or devotees, or don't do anything pious, don't even believe in anything. Dangerous. So today the climate in the world is many people asking these questions. Very, very famous people, very popular people, they don't believe in God. It's a godless society. It's very, very important point. It's not that you have to be God, otherwise God will come and finish you. Not out of scare or fear. God is your father. God is your well-wisher. Krishna is saying that Pita Hamasya Jagato Mata Data Pitamaha. He's explaining, I'm your father, I'm your mother, I'm everything for you. I have great interest in you. And I can only bring good for you. So a devotee is not a fanatic. He's not without meaning and understanding. He's believing in somebody. He's not dogmatic. Bhagavad Gita is not dogma. Bhagavad Gita is reality. It's about the Supreme Person, Krishna, who is our Father. And he's making these statements for our own good. Whether if you don't believe in it, you will be destroyed. If you believe in it, you'll be sheltered. So wise people, you have to think about it, right? So one of the most important reasons why we get stuck in this type of pandemic and reactions, horrible reactions from nature in many ways, people are suffering because of one single reason, not acknowledging God, who is the real creator, the proprietor of everything, and the well-wisher of human society. You want to cut him off, who is the source of everything, and you want to live life without him. That is demoniac mentality. Mentality of wanting to cut away the person who is the source of your existence, the creator, who's supplying everything for you and has love for you, affection for you. Is this the way to treat the person? This is demoniac mentality. The natural way is to acknowledge such a person. Thank you very much. Even simple behavior here in the world, we are told to be gracious, have an etiquette. Children are told, tell him thank you for what he gave you. They're told to be grateful to their parents, to their teachers, to the elders who have contributed in their life. This is simple good manners, basic humanity. So the same basic humanity is only what we need to show also to God. Because he is the person who is giving us all these wonderful things that we have got around us. All we need to do is thank you, Krishna, for looking after me, for providing all these things for me, for providing me a nice family, nice parents, husband, wife, children, and giving me my food every day and keeping me peaceful. You are everything for me. You just acknowledge it. You don't even become devotee like Prahlad, sacrificing everything. But I acknowledge God. I know he is there. I know he is supplying. That much only you need to do in human society. And you continue to enjoy materially whatever you can according to your karma, no problem. This is basic decency. Nothing wrong in that. Oh, you believe in God, you're a fanatic, you have no brains, you don't understand, there's no God, I don't see him, why is this happening? All these can be answered if you read Bhagavad Gita. You cannot explain the origin of this universe, you cannot explain how these things came about till now. Neither in science, nor through logic, nor through your rationality, nor through anything. Nothing has been explained till now. But by reading Bhagavad Gita, everything is explained. If you can only accept the presence of God. And we can see it. The more we accept, the more we go by, we can feel the presence of God in our lives. That is Krishna consciousness. You become conscious of Krishna gradually. More and more and more and more. Then you become fully Krishna conscious, 100%. But what Krishna is telling is, at least acknowledge I am there. Even if you don't do anything for me, I'm happy. Like the child should at least say, Amma, Father, I respect both of you. You are my father and mother. That's all. They are very happy. But if the child says, I don't have father, I don't have mother, I'm on my own. I came into this world on my own. They did not give birth to me. That is too much. Isn't it? It's very insulting to the parents. I brought you up. I bore you for 9 months in my womb. I suffered pregnancy. I suffered childbirth. I gave all my love and affection to you. I brought you up and you're slapping me on the face. Even then also Krishna is tolerating. Even for the fellows who are saying there is no God, he is only providing their food, air, sun, water, everything he only is providing. Because he knows, oh, he does not know he's in Maya. But I have to still look after him. He's my child, no? So he's still looking after you. He's sitting in your heart as Super Soul, Paramatma. He's tolerating. There is no God. He's tolerating it. Because he's your father. He loves you. Only if he loves you, he can tolerate you like this. And you're so foolish. There is no God. Aham Ishwaro, aham Bogi, Bhalavan Sukhi. Stupidity. Okay? So we can learn that we must actually be. I'm giving you very simple logic because there are a lot of newcomers and everybody here also. Simple logic. Be a human being. Acknowledge God in your life. And if you can do something about it, do it. Read Bhagavad Gita, 1 shloka a day. Chant Krishna's names. Offer to Krishna. Do a little arati. And have some element of God consciousness in it. For a start, if you can do more, you will get more also. And your life will become richer. Right? Otherwise, these demoniac forces will take over us. And we'll get swept away completely. Just think about it. Okay? So the demoniac tendency we reflected on today. We read a few shlokas from Bhagavad Gita. And as a precursor to the coming Narsimha Chaturdashi. Next week we will discuss more about it, and after that will be Narsimha Chaturdashi. So you may attend it online if you want. There will be Abhishekam of the Lord, and there will be many other things also that you will be able to take part in. Om Tat Sat. Any questions and comments? I am Lohita. Everyone has friends in Goloka. I am Lohita. Everyone has friends in Goloka. But for us, who is friend Maharaj? Krishna. Friend also Maharaj, but we can't see Krishna. How to see Krishna? Need to see Krishna Maharaj. Yes. You have to become qualified to gradually see Krishna. Krishna is not simply seen by your eyes and by your goggles. You cannot see Krishna through your material eyes. So you have to develop love for Krishna. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. The love that we develop for Krishna will allow us to see Krishna. Krishna is seen through bhakti. Eyes of bhakti, Krishna will manifest himself to you. And not only through eyes you will see with your entire consciousness, with your entire soul. It's an experience. Simply, what can these eyes see? You can only see matter. Right? So don't think seeing is very important. There is something more than seeing. Perception through your senses is very limited. Reality cannot be understood just through your senses. That is material life. You use it for something tasty through the tongue, something good to see, something good to hear, like that. But experience of Krishna is more than through your senses. It's a powerful, soulful experience. It's more than that. Right? So with bhakti, you can do much more. Dhruva Maharaj saw the Lord because the Lord gave him special eyes to see him. In Bhagavad Gita, you will see Arjuna saw the Vishwarupa because the Lord gave him special Dadami Divya Chakshu. 'I'll give you divine eyes to see me.' 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 'I'll give you divine eyes right? So develop Krishna consciousness, you will be able to see Krishna, experience Krishna. Dheeraj should come only last. Hari Shankar.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. So, what is the good karma that Hiranyakashipu has done to get such a pious child like Prahlad Maharaj?
Very good question. But the thing is, the piety of Prahlad never was in the framework or in the vision of Hiranyakashipu. He did not value that piety. So there is no meaning to it. Really speaking, for him, there is no meaning to it. He did not have him as an asset. For him, he became a big pain in the neck. In his horoscope, Prahlad was a great pain in the neck for him. You must understand correctly how it turns out to be. You are seeing it from your viewpoint. Prahlad is a devotee, such a wonderful son. But Hiranyakashipu is a demon. He doesn't think like you. So he is thinking, this bloody rascal fellow not listening to me. He's keeping on telling Vishnu, Vishnu. I'll finish him. So he threw him from the cliff. He threw him in the lion den. He had elephants to trample over him. He threw him in the sea. And every time Prahlad came back and said, Papa, he wanted to talk to you. Like he irritated him like nothing. Of course, he was a child only. He is coming back to his father with affection. That is the amazing thing. But for Hiranyakashipu, he was such a pain in the neck. He told him, you are a rascal. You're born here to actually kill me and kill the entire race. He looked at him like that. So that is his karma. Sometimes I see parents look at their children who do Krishna consciousness like that. That is their ill fortune. They're not able to see the child is so wonderful. He's not smoking, drinking, drugging, and hanging around here and there. He's reading Bhagavad Gita, chanting, getting up in the morning. They said, stop it. Don't do all these things. They break the Tulsi Mala. They take his Bhagavad Gita and tear it. But by doing all these things, you can't do anything to his devotion. He will go online and see Bhagavad Gita. Now, in the phone, he will see. He will chant. We have special apps for chanting now. In the phone only, he will chant. If he wants to do, he will continue to do. And that's what is happening. So this is, I said, demoniac tendency. Some parents, although they are actually very nice, they get afraid unnecessarily. Somebody tells them something. And they behave like that. They look at their child like a great problem for me. He's going to Hare Krishna. He's went to the course and he's chanting. What is your problem here? He's not eating you up. He's still coming to you. He's still thinking you are the father and mother only. What's your problem? If he takes a few drinks in the bar, or if he comes home with a girl or something, you say, he's normal. It's very good. You do whatever you want. This is foolishness. This is foolishness. So Hiranyakashipu had a different view of Prahlad. Right? So your view is different. That Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita. What is night for these people is daytime for the devotees. And what is night for the devotees is daytime. This is the difference, he said, the way they look at it. Okay, Shankarji? Yeah. So Dheeraj, since nobody else is asking, let me see if there's anything else. Please explain how Shastras elaborate when Narada accepts a pregnant lady into his ashram. If any saint does that, now he will be considered very low. Yes, any saint cannot do it, 7. Only Narada can do it. Narada has done it before. Even Valmiki has done it. He took Sita, who was pregnant, in his ashram. Right? They are all very special people. We should not try it. Ordinary saints will not try it. Because after that, they will not be saint anymore. That's what happened to Vishwamitra Muni. You know, this George Bonner, there is a famous saying called familiarity breeds contempt. He changed it, familiarity breeds children, he said. So, if you become too familiar with the opposite sex, that's what happened to Vishwamitra Muni. His austerity was broken by, Menaka. And Shakuntala was born to him. So, we will see these things not to be done by ordinary. Narada Muni is a very, very special, pure personality. And he knows what he is doing. He is guided by Krishna. Jivita, Hare Krishna Maharaj, who is false Kabila mentioned in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. False Kapila. Oh, Kapila. This is a question out of the subject today, but the false Kapila is the atheistic Kapila who propounded the Sankhya system of philosophy. And he did not include God in it. Sankhya system is very much like a modern science, studying matter and this thing and everything, but not giving information about who created that matter and this material world. Not connecting it with God, cutting it there and studying only matter without God. That is a false Kapila, atheistic Kapila, Sankhya system philosophy. Then there is a real Kapila. Kapila Dev is an incarnation of the Supreme Lord. His mother Devahuti asked him questions and he preached to her. And he gave her the real Sankhya philosophy, leading to meditation on Vishnu and achieving the shelter of the Lord. That is real Sankhya, propounded by Devahuti Putra Kapila. That is the real Sankhya philosophy. In the Bhagavatam, you can read it in the 3rd canto of Bhagavatam. You can read that. Okay? Om Tat Sat. What is this again? Anuttama Gopal Das. One needs spiritual eyes to see the Lord. So how was Hiranyakashipu able to see the Lord? Very interesting question. It is because of the form that the Lord took meant for Hiranyakashipu to see. The Lord's form was Hiranyakashipu's death. Because according to the Hiranyakashipu's conditions that he laid to Brahma, all those conditions were satisfied in that form. He was neither man nor beast. That time was neither morning nor night. It was Sandhi. And he killed him neither outside nor inside. He didn't use any weapons. He used his nails, which are not considered to be weapons. In this way, that form of the Lord is something for Hiranyakashipu to tackle. So the Lord gave him that specific capacity to see him. Because he wanted to see the Lord and he wanted to kill the Lord. The conversation with Prahlad was, where is that Vishnu of yours whom you are talking so much about? Show me that Vishnu of yours. The Lord, he said, he is everywhere. He is everywhere. Ito Narsimhadev, tato Narsimhadev, yato yami, tato Narsimhadev. He said, he is everywhere. Then he said, you rascal, you're telling, is he in this pillar? It seems at that time the Lord appeared in the pillar. So Prahlad only could see the Lord in the pillar. And immediately said, yes, he's in the pillar. And then Hiranyakashipu broke that pillar with his gada. From there he came out. But Prahlad already saw him before. A devotee of the Lord can see. But for Hiranyakashipu, he could see only after he broke the pillar. It is Prahlad's desire that my father see the Lord. He is asking, he wants to see. And I am seeing he's in the pillar. He said, yes, he's in the pillar only. Break it. He'll come out now for you. And he came out. So the Lord came to satisfy Prahlad. Because Prahlad wants to show him to his father. That's how he came. So he gave the power to see him to Hiranyakashipu. Why? Because he's going to kill him anyway. Before dying, he got the power to see. That is why Hiranyakashipu was liberated. Because Prahlad told him, don't take offense at my father. Give him your shelter. And because Prahlad said that, the Lord gave shelter to his father. His father became completely free of all offenses. As soon as the Lord touched him, he became totally pure. With his transcendental touch, he touched him, he became totally pure, completely free from all impurity. So after that, he got liberation. He went back to Vaikuntha, Hiranyakashipu, because of Prahlad, his son. So there in the Bhagavatam it says, if your son is a devotee, 14 generations before and after will be liberated. What to speak of you? The Lord told to Prahlad, what to speak about your father? 7 generations before and 7 generations after you will be all be liberated by me. whoever they are, whatever they do. Such is the capacity. If you have a devotee in your house, he will do this for the whole parampara in your house. Okay? So therefore he could see by the arrangement of the Lord. That's what Anuttama Gopal does. And so here we come finally to Dheeraj, who has been very patiently waiting. He's the closing question, closing chapter for us always. But normally he has more than one question.
Today I only one.
Okay.
So my question is, out of the all the Trimurtis, Vishnu and Brahma reside over all these 14 worlds, but Lord Shiva is residing in Mount Kailash in this world, right? So why is that? Is there a reason for that?
Lord Shiva is special. He's not like Brahma. Vishnu, of course, is Krishna's expansion himself. So he's not like Brahma. Brahma changes. Every lifetime there is a new Brahma. Brahma is the name of the post, not the person. But Shiva is the name of the person. Shiva Tattva. He doesn't change. And Kailash is his permanent place. Between the spiritual and the material worlds is his place. It's not fully inside the material world also.
My question is, why is that? Why is he residing there? Is there any
that is his place. That is his place for him. Why you are staying in your house? Why you are not staying in Harishankar's house? Because that is my house, you will tell. Like that, all of these demigods have got their places. Indra has got his own place. All of them have got their places, and they're very opulent, very big time places. So Lord Shiva stays in Kailash, but he is not staying in a big palace. He just stays in the open, under a tree. He's very, very simple. He's a great devotee. He is known to be the greatest of all Vaishnavas. So he has got a place. It's called Kailash. And all his followers are all there with him also.
Okay, thank you, Maharaj.
Right. Hare Krishna to everybody. Be safe. Take all the precautions. Wear masks. Keep social distances. And take the necessary medicines and medical care, everything. And remain in Krishna consciousness, chanting Hare Krishna. Krishna will protect you. Read Bhagavad Gita also. Don't waste your time doing anything else. Om Tat Sat. Jai. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare